Alright, now let's continue. Let's fix this. Alright, so the first one, number one, when you look at all of the blanks here, we need to choose the words from the box and fill in there, right? So number one, we have line graph. So now you understand the line graph, right? I mean, we have a graph with all the lines there. Okay, that's what we call a line graph. So the first graph is what we call a line graph. Okay. Now, how about number two? You see the line over there, right? They point to the line over there. So how can we call this? How can we call number two? What? Yes, we call it line, right? And how about number three? You see number three is pointing to the big line, okay? Like the basic line there. Normally when we see a graph like this, we have one, I don't use the right word yet, but we say that, okay, which one is standing and one is lying down there, right? So the one lying down there, how can we call that? What? Number three, what's that? How can we call that? Các bạn ơi, các bạn đang ngủ gật hay sao? Thầy không nghe một cái gì hết, lớn tiếng lên. Yes, horizontal axis. Yeah? Việt ngữ mình là gì bạn? Trục hoành, right? Yes, bạn nào mình học toán học hay gì mình sẽ biết trục hoành. Thì chắc chắn là mình có trục hoành thì mình đối diện với nó thì mình chắc chắn ở trục đứng lên như vậy thì mình có cái gọi là trục tung, đúng không? Number three, we have horizontal axis. Okay? So, of course, for number four, it's pointing to the line which is standing right here, right? So we call it what?
Vertical axis.
Yeah, vertical axis. Là trục tung, đúng không? Alright, now number five. I think number five, we need to mention the name of the chart, right? Or the graph, because here, number one, we have line graph. So number five should be what? We look at this and we call it, how can we call this graph? What's that? Bar chart, yes. The reason it is called a bar chart is because it has a lot of bars there. You see? We call it a bar chart. And how about number six? Where's number six? Oh, down there in the table, right? Number six, is that correct? Oh, yeah, okay. Not down there. Still on the bar chart, we see number six right there pointing to the green column, right? So how can we call this green column? I can't hear anything, guys. Come again? Bar. 7, we see it is pointing to a name. Okay, so we have ice cream sellers, we have Harpo, Chico, and Grojo. So number 7, what's that? Okay, we call it key. Eight. Where's number 8? 8, favorite type of movie, right? So what is that? Look at the box here. What is that? How can we call it? Yeah, number 8, that is the title, right? Title, you can see it's right there in the box. Title. Yes. So the title of the chart is favorite type of movie. Okay, we have a title. Number 9 down here. Okay, number 9 down here. So what do we have? Pie chart. Yes, that is the name of the chart. We call that a pie chart. All right, now number 10, we see it is pointing to the orange segment here, right? So how can we call number 10? Oh, okay, my God, I used that word already. Segment, yeah. Yes, so we call that segment. We have a few segments here. The orange one, the dark green one, or the okay, and the light green one, something like that. Segment. 11. Oh, we need to put the name of this one, right? How can we call it? Table. So you need to remember the way to call all of these graphs. Okay, we have line graph, bar chart, pie chart, and this one we call it a table. 12, we see it is pointing to kind of a column, a list of all the numbers here. We see the percentage of new visitors, right? We see all the numbers there. We see the whole column there. So how can we call that? Oh, we call it column. Oh my God. All right. All right. How about number 13? Okay, we see a row here, right? It is pointing to the whole row, not to one area or anything. We are pointing to the whole row. So how can we call it? Well, we call it row. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. So we need to try to memorize all of these particular ways of calling these things. Okay, we have line graph, line, horizontal axis, we have vertical axis, bar chart, key, segment, row, and pie chart, table, column, all the things there. Okay, so those are the particular ways of calling those things or those points. All right, so look at the tip on the right column. In writing part 1, you could be given graphs, charts, or tables to write about. So it is important to be very familiar with this kind of vocabulary. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions here? You better take spend 5 to 10 minutes to memorize them all. Yeah. Make sure that you know how to call all of them. It's very easy. All of the basic words there. So nothing special. Now let's move on to the next part, selecting key features. Yeah. Exercise 2, study these graphs and make notes about their main features. Use questions 1 to 12 to help you. So 1 to 6, we need to look at the chart on the right side, right? What does the title say the graph is about? Yeah. So first of all, tell me, where is the title? Exercise number 2. No. When you look at number 1, they say, what does the title say the graph is about, right? Now, when you look at the whole chart, the bar chart, yeah? When you look at the bar chart on the right side, where is the title? If you know that, please speak up, speak loudly. I can't hear anything, guys. If you don't want to, if you don't want to speak, then just keep quiet. Otherwise, I can't hear anything, and then it sounds like you're trying to say something, but I still can't hear you. What? Yeah, tell me exactly what it is. Yes, world's most expensive cities, 2015. So that is the title of the chart. If you don't know yet, you can mark that one and you write title. Okay? You can point to that one and you write title, because now you are trying to get familiar with all of the properties in the chart. So you need to know how to call them or where they are. So at the top of the chart, we have the title of the chart. We call that World's Most Expensive Cities 2015, right? So what does the title say the graph is about? The graph is about what? When you look at the title, what is the graph about? Hmm?
Some cities which are most expensive in the world in 2015.
Yes. So the title is talking about, is mentioning about what? The worst or the most expensive cities in the world in 2015. Yeah? So the world's most expensive cities, you can write there. You can write the world's most expensive cities. Yeah, actually, we need, actually to be specific, it should be in 2015 only. Yeah, the world's most expensive cities in 2015. So that's the answer for number 1. Now I need the answer for number 2, guys. Number 2, what does the vertical axis describe? So you look at, now Nhi, tell me, where is the vertical axis? What is mentioning in the vertical axis, first of all? No. What is it? What is mentioned on the vertical axis? Ngọc Anh. Thiên Nga.
The price, like the money.
I need the name of that.
Square meters.
No. Thư. Because we are looking at the vertical axis, right? I need to know whether you're really looking at the right thing or not. So tell me what the vertical axis is about. First of all, I need like something like the name or some kind of characteristics of that one. Tell me what it is.
Buying price, $US per square meter.
Yes, that's right. It's right there, guys. On the left side, buying price US dollars per square meter. You see that? So it is mentioned there. Now tell me, what does that mean? What does that mean? The amount of money you need to pay to get 1 square meter. Where? For what? For what? You pay and you want to buy something, right? What is that? Like bread, salad or something? You don't go there to buy ice cream, right? So what is that? What? The land. Yes, okay. Because here, guys, right below the main title, World's Most Expensive Cities 2015, you see right below that, they say, how much can you buy for $1 million? Okay? How much can you buy for $1 million? And here they say buying price US dollars per square meter. That means that is the amount of money, yeah, you have to pay to get 1 square meter. Okay? And that is the amount of money in what? What currency here? What currency are we talking here? US dollars, right? Not Australian dollars, not like Hong Kong dollars or something. That is US dollars. Okay? So that's what you need to keep in mind. So what does the vertical axis describe? In short, we can say the cost per square meter. Okay? The cost per square meter in US dollars. Okay? The cost per square meter in US dollars. Guys, this step is very important. First of all, you need to understand everything in the chart before you can write something about it. Because if you don't really understand the chart, you cannot describe anything. You understand? Alright, similarly, number 3, what does the horizontal axis describe? Hương, first of all, tell me the main things there. Like, what can we see there? What is it mentioned in the horizontal axis? What is that? Cities, right? And you can see all of the names of some cities there. You can see everything there is the name. Okay, the names of some cities there. So that's why they say cities, and then they write Monaco, Hong Kong, London, New York, Singapore. So we know all of them are cities, right? So how can we answer this? So what does the horizontal axis describe? Describe the most expensive cities. Yes, we can write cities there. Yes, actually they are among the most expensive cities in 2015. Yes. Okay. Or you can keep it short. You can just write cities there. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Number 4. What do the columns or bars represent? You see. First of all, where are the columns or bars? Which one? Which ones represent the bars here? Which one?
The column, the blue column.
Yeah, the blue columns. Yes, you're right. So what do these blue columns or the columns or bars represent?
Present about the cost per square meter in each city.
Yes, it represents the cost per square meter in each particular city here, right? So for example, in Monaco, you see the cost per square meter. If you want to buy 1 square meter in Monaco, how much do you have to pay?
$18. Maybe $18.
$18?
US dollars.
18 US dollars. My God. Is that expensive? Trời má ơi, nó đi mua có 18 đô nó mua được 1 mét vuông rồi hả? Đó là thành phố đắt nhất trên thế giới đó hả bạn? 18 đô bạn mua được một mét vuông. Ghê hả? Bạn biết 18 đô là bao nhiêu tiền không? Hả? 18 đô Mỹ là bằng bao nhiêu tiền Việt Nam đồng bạn biết không? Trời ơi. My God, guys. The hell is that? You're in grade 12 and you don't. 18 đô đổi ra, biết là 1 đô là 25.000, nhân ra mà đổi ra được 200.000, 250.000, ghê làm các tính nhân ghê ạ. It's almost 500,000 VND. Okay? And do you really think that we can just use 500,000 to buy 1 square meter? Really? Bạn lấy 500.000 mà mua được 1 mét vuông đất hả? Really? Ở đâu rẻ vậy chỉ thầy giới theo thầy mua hết nguyên thành phố ai? $500.000 Việt Nam đồng bạn mua được 1 mét vuông. Vậy 10 mét vuông bạn tốn có 5 triệu. 100 mét vuông bạn tốn có 50 triệu. Ở đâu rẻ vậy? Cái gì vậy trời? So that's why I said that you need to look and check, do all these steps. You must be able to understand all of the things here clearly. Otherwise, you cannot describe it well and you get a low point. And I can tell you that you cannot just pay $18 for 1 square meter anywhere. So, what does that mean? Alright guys, now let's go. So first of all, we just need to write for number 4 at the moment the cost per square meter in each city, okay? Because they say what do the columns or bars represent. So we can say the cost per square meter in each city. All right, now number 5, Nhi, go. Yeah, so which is the tallest and which is the shortest bar? So the shortest bar here is Monaco, right? The shortest bar, you can see that Monaco. And the tallest bar is like, we have New York and Singapore, right? So you can write, yeah, you can write there. Shortest, just keep it short. Shortest we have what? Monaco. And then we have, what? Tallest, and then we have what? New York. And what? And Singapore, right? All right, now number 6, how do the bars compare to one another? TOEIC, can you tell me? How do the bars compare to one another? So now, normally when you do writing, you have to compare between the shortest one or the, okay, and the tallest one, and something like that. So just say something. How do you say? Just look at all of the bars there. For example, like you look at New York and Singapore. Guys, when you do writing, first of all, you have to look at something which are similar first. Okay, which one are similar to each other? Yeah, we have New York, Singapore. They are quite similar to each other. How about the others? And which ones are similar as well? Hong Kong, London, and probably Monaco. Okay, so those three are quite similar to each other. It's just a little bit different. Okay, so if we have to compare these cities, so which ones are more expensive than the others? Which ones? Yeah, we can see that New York and Singapore are much more expensive compared with Monaco, Hong Kong, and London, right? Yeah? Yeah, so you can write something like Monaco, Hong Kong, and London, very similar. Also New York and Singapore are similar to each other. New York and Singapore significantly more expensive than the rest. Yeah. Okay, so basically it's just there for us to try to understand something here. Now let's move on to the next one. Home ownership rates in selected European countries. Oh, again, now you get familiar with that already. We can go very quick. Okay, number 7. What does the title say the graph is about? Ngọc Anh, what is the title?
Title is Home Ownership Rates in Selected European Countries.
Yes, the title is Home Ownership Rates in Selected European Countries. And what does the title say the graph is about? What does the title say the graph is about? First of all, do you understand the meaning of the title? Do you understand the meaning of the title? No? Ngọc Anh no? Thiên Nga? Thư? Mình đọc mình phải hiểu cái đề chứ không sao mình biết nó nói về gì. Ok? Thư, do you understand?
Yes, it is the home ownership rates in some European countries.
Yeah, you are just saying almost exactly the same thing again.
The percentage of the people that own their own home in some European country.
Yes. So, first of all, guys, the word rates, what does that mean? Percentage, yes. You can underline that and you write percentage so you can understand more. Yeah. Home ownership rates means home ownership percentage in selected European countries. That means some European countries which are selected in this list. That's all. Okay. So that's how we understand that. So here, of course, when we look at the title, we see that we can find kind of some information about the percentage of home ownership in some European countries, right? Like in one particular European country, how many percent of people can actually own their houses here? Okay? In short, you still can write something like home ownership in some European countries. Okay, for 7, you can just say home ownership. Home ownership in some European countries. Yeah? Okay. Number 8, what does the vertical axis describe? So first of all, when you look at the vertical axis, you see what is mentioned there?
Percentage.
Yeah, you see they mention percentage, right? So you know what it is about, right? About what?
The percentage of people who own their home.
Yes, the percentage of people who own their homes in some European countries here, right? So yeah, that is the percentage. Like for example, in Romania, we see like almost 100% of people owning their own houses here. Okay. So you can say percentage of people owning their own homes. Yeah. Number 8. Percentage of people owning their own home. Yeah, you can write the percentage or percentage here. Okay, just make it short. Okay. Percentage or the percentage of people owning their own homes. Now, what does the horizontal axis describe? Thư.
The horizontal axis describes some country in Europe.
Some European countries. Okay? Some European countries. You can mention like that. Okay? Some European countries. You see they mention all names there, right? Number 10, Hương. Mm-hmm. Hương, can you please ask Thiên whether she can hear you? Because Thiên is sitting closer to you than me. If she cannot hear you, then it means I can't either. Thiên, can you hear her? Huy, go.
The highest point of the line shown is Romania. The percentage of Romania, and the lowest is Switzerland.
Yeah, what kind of percentage here? I know you understand that. I know you're right, but the way you explain that is not correct.
The percentage of the home ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Ownership in European countries.
My God, not in European country.
It's not the European country.
No.
In Romania, the highest.
Yes. And how about the lowest point?
The lowest point is the percentage of home ownership in Switzerland.
Yes. Okay. It must be clear like that. So you can see that. Okay, this one is the answer is quite long. Because here they ask what do the highest or lowest points of the line show. So we have the highest point, that is Romania, right? But you cannot just say that the percentage of Romania, right? This is not the percentage of Romania. This is the percentage of what? Of homeowners in Romania. You understand? Otherwise, it can be anything. The percentage of what? Because you say the percentage of the whole country. So what does it do? It doesn't mean anything. Okay? Be very careful, guys. So, from the highest point in the line chart, we can see Romania has the largest percentage of homeowners, and Switzerland, on the other hand, has the smallest, okay, percentage. The percentage of what? That is the percentage of homeowners, not the percentage of the country or of anything else. Do you understand? Các bạn mà cứ nhảy vô, các bạn ghi the percentage of some European countries hay the percentage of Romania hay là Italy, UK là bạn sai hết đó nha. Lúc đó đừng có thắc mắc tại sao mình cũng có ghi số liệu này kia mà chẳng có điểm gì cho. You understand? Đó là lý do tại sao một số bạn viết cái phần writing part của mình. Sau khi các bạn viết xong mà tự nhiên bạn được band 4, trong khi bạn nghĩ là trong đầu bạn chắc cũng phải ghê gớm lắm mà phải được band 6, 6 rưỡi gì đó vân vân may. Ok? Nhưng trên lý thuyết, nhưng trên thực tế không phải vậy. Tại vì bạn miêu tả sai thứ mà người ta đang thể hiện. Rồi, 11. Nhi. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense in some other cases, but not here. Do you know why? Because Nhi said that the general trend of the line is decreasing, right? But do you know why it's wrong? Why we cannot cite the general trend of the line? Yes, we can see it looks like it is decreasing, right? I also can say it is decreasing as well. But why is it wrong? What? Because you said because UK and France are similar. Something else. I want to hear some other reasons why this one is wrong. Actually, in some other cases, Nhi is correct, but with this one, she is wrong. Explain to me, otherwise you will write the same thing or you will make the same mistake. Think about that. Guys, when we say decreasing, what does that mean? That means you have to compare, right? You have to compare between what? For example, guys, if you do the test and this time you get band 4, or for example band 5, and next time your friend gets a band 3, and you said that your mark is decreasing. Does that make sense? For example, the whole class today we are going to do a test, okay? And you get a band 6, and your friend gets a band 4. And when I put all of the marks here on the chart, and I say that your mark is decreasing, Does that make sense? No. Why?
Different.
Yeah, we are talking about different subjects, right? So we cannot say that it is increasing or decreasing, right? How can I say that, oh, your mark, you have 5 points and your friend have 3 points, so that means that your mark is decreasing and your friend's mark is increasing? It doesn't make any sense, right? I have to compare your marks between different exams, not your mark with your friend's mark. Do you understand? So here also the same. Romania, Italy, UK, they are different countries. So how can I say that they are decreasing or increasing? Unless you can say that it's decreasing, if below that they mention like different years, you know, like in 2010, 2011, 2015, something like that, and it keeps going down for the same country, and then you can say it is decreasing, right? But here we are talking about the same year, but in different countries. You understand? So we only can say which one has higher percentage compared with the others. We cannot say that this is increasing or decreasing at all. Got it? Yeah, makes sense? Okay, so what is the general trend of the line? So the general trend of line là nhìn chung chung thì nó sao? Tức là ý là chung chung thì mình thấy nó sao? So probably we can say like for most of the countries there, some countries there, they have quite similar percentage, right? Quite similar, except probably Romania and Switzerland, something like that. Okay? Because as you said, when we look at UK and France, we see it's quite similar, right? And probably it's not very much different from Germany, because you just have like around 61% for France and around 57 or something, okay, for Germany. So actually most of the countries, they have quite similar figures or similar number, right? Except Romania and probably Switzerland. Okay? So that is the general trend of this chart. Okay, so you can mention something like most of the countries have similar figures except for Romania. Most of the countries have similar figures. What does that mean, guys? What? Percent. Figure, what does that mean? Number, yes. Figures means numbers. Yeah? So most of the countries have similar figures. I mean, all of the kind of information in terms of numbers there. Okay? Except for Romania. Okay? Mấy cái thuật ngữ dùng trong cái bài rất quan trọng nha bạn. Cẩn thận mấy cái đó chứ không là mình bị trừ điểm mà mình không hiểu tại sao đâu. Okay, the last one. Who's next? Okay, tôi and go. So here's the question: are there any sharp decreases or increases? Guys, remember this. They are talking about decreases or increases in terms of the number and the percentage in general. Do you understand? So don't misunderstand with the other things. Okay? They are talking about the line in general. And if we see any kind of like it decreases or increases, we are talking about a line. And are there any sharp decreases or increases? Which part? Which part do you see kind of sharp decreases? Yeah, the part between Romania, right? And Italy and UK, you see that it's kind of going down, and also compared with the Switzerland, it's kind of it's create kind of a big gap there. Okay. So we just look at that. They just say that, and then we can say we make a conclusion that Romania has a much higher percentage of homeowners than the other countries. Okay. You can write it for number 12. Romania has a much higher percentage of homeowners than the other countries. Romania has a much higher percentage of homeowners than the other countries. Ok. Các bạn cẩn thận với thuật ngữ bạn thấy lúc mà cái kết luận đó, người ta chỉ ghi là Romania has a much higher percentage of homeowners than the other countries. Chứ bạn không được quyền viết là Romania is decreasing or increasing or anything, ok? Đừng hiểu lầm với câu hỏi đây nó chỉ gợi ý thôi, nó chỉ gợi ý là bạn nhìn vào cái chart đó, bạn có thấy có cái khoảng gì có vẻ đi xuống hay là như thế nào không, hay là có cái gì trong cái bức hình đó thì nó có xuống một cách giống như là xuống một cách sharp, tức là giống như là xuống nhiều, xuống lớn so với giữa các country với nhau. Nhưng mà cái thuật ngữ bạn dùng đó bạn không nói là Romania decreases gì đó vân vân hay là increases gì đó, không được nha. You understand? Cho nên tại sao đó là thầy đọc cái câu trả lời cho các bạn là Romania has a much higher percentage of homeowners than the other countries. You understand? Bạn không dùng thuật ngữ decreases or increases trong bài viết. Ở đây nó là chỉ là những câu gợi ý cho bạn để bạn nhìn vô, bạn phân tích cái hình thôi, chứ không phải là bạn đưa mấy cái chữ đó vô trong bài đâu. You understand? Rồi, next one. Or probably we have a short break first. Yeah.